Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nate here from Nate Snicker One YouTube channel. And good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time it is for you when you're watching. Today we're going to be back in P3D, so more sketchy frame rates. And we're going to be taking a Hawaiian 303 today in a 717-200 from Honolulu to Lahui. So doing some island hopping today. So we'll go to that, and then we'll open PFPX. Cool. Flight. We're doing, I don't know why that's back in there. It's interesting. We're doing HA, what is it, 303? Yeah, 303 from PHNL to PHLI. Awesome. We're going to be using something here, just that one, we'll say. Let's get our payload here. That should do. Extra hour of hold time, you know I like to do that. Let's get our route here. Pretty standard. And our alternate is just going to be back at Honolulu, because it's a very short flight. So they call it island hopping. The entire flight's like 95 miles, so we'll go compute, release. It'll think about it, and it'll give me that. There's a flight plan, so let's head over to the sim. Ladies and gentlemen, we are over in the sim. There's our beautiful Hawaiian 717-200. We're over at the Hawaiian domestic gates, the island gates here at Honolulu International. See, that's where they store the airplanes overnight. Hawaiian / Aloha Air Cargo hangar there. And here are the gates where they normally store the 717s and all that. Surprisingly, we're the only one on stand. Got some airplanes bugging around over there. Anyway, let's head into the flight deck. Right, here we are on the flight deck. So, let's start it up. Here to the overhead. Got one fuel pump on. We're running off the EPU. Nav light is on. See what else time come on. Dogs come off. Why those were on. Irises are not aligned. Or yeah, they are aligned. Never mind. Okay. We'll head down here to the FMS. We'll go move him. E H N L / E H L I. Okay. But an alternate is just going to return to the airport. Our flight number today is going to be Hawaiian 303. Cruise altitude is going to be 14,000. Cost index of 36. Okay. Cool. Looks good. On the next page. Now, what we need to do is get fuel and people on board. Actually, we'll do that here in a minute. After the flight plan is situated. So we're going to take the Keola 2. And let me check the winds. I'll be right back. Alright, back from checking the weather. So the altimeter is 3004. Give me 1 second. I forgot to load the weather. Alright, so the weather's been loaded in. 3014 is in there. The weather's a little bit better than it was last night when we flew in. A little bit cloudy. Anyway, back in the flight deck here. Winds are 070 at 8, so we will take runway 08 left. Lahui. And because of the shortness of our flight plan, that is the entire flight plan, pretty much. Now, and our arrival. We don't have any stars there. Let me check the weather here for Lahui. So it's 04016. Okay. Runway 3. Feet, your minimum profile. Okay. Let's insert that. Retransition. What I shall do is delete that. And delete that. That way we have better approach in this menu up here. Awesome. And that's our entire flight plan. Pretty simple. Now back in it, and then next page. Let's get people in gas on board. So let's see here. Alright, what do we need? Summary here. Our zero fuel weight is 91,354. So 91,354. I forgot to get catering going, so we'll have to get that going here in a second. Our total fuel that we're gonna need is gonna be 12,313. So we'll just leave it at 12 even. It's fine. So let's go back here actually and get catering going. Okay, cool. So send payload, send fuel. Here we got people in gas. Go. Whoopsies. Oh, we have to put this information in manually. So let's go over here. Our zero fuel weight is 84.7. And then our center of gravity is 13. One 3, how about? No, not 1K. 3. Alright. Go center of gravity. So that should do us. Next page. Okay, run anything there. So go to Earth here. Or no, take off approach. Here we go. I guess we're going with flap 18, I think it is. Oopsies, that's the wrong thing. Flap 18. Our wind. Let's check this again. It's out of 030. So that's going to be 0.0 / 030. That. Outside air temperature is 24 degrees Celsius. Let's see if we see is different. Alright, now we need to go over here. Up doors for catering before they blow our ears out. Okay. So V1 112 or 120 to 130. Bingo. 130, 140, 150. Straight up to 14,000. so everything is set there. Beautiful. Flight line there. That's all set. Have our flight plan inputted and everything, so on the outside here, do the loading catering in GSX. Soon enough after this guy goes, we're going to call for boarding. Now, before we do that, we'll just make sure everything's situated here first. The overhead here. I need the logo light. Fastest belt on this one is on. Stays lights on. And that switch is open. Bugs are off. Iris is our nav and aligned. There we go. Speaking is difficult today. Okay. And then there's that. So we shall close that door. So now, request boarding. Go to the GSX menu and request boarding. Loading. So, be a little time lapse of the boarding process here, and then we'll get on. So it's done, we'll get back into the flight deck. We're all ready and blast on off out of here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so there is our baggage loaded and boarding is complete, so we'll head up back into the flight deck here. Go ahead and get her all buttoned up. Only one of those doors decided to switch. Lovely. Close, please. Thank you. I can go off. Go ahead and head up to go pit now. Fuel pumps, come on. Beacon, come on. And we let's push back and start. Now the jetway will on out of here. Our truck coming up to us. Looks like everything should be working. The pumps are on. Installation valve is open.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Things good here. So, here in a second, once they're ready for pushback, we'll go ahead and turn off the packs and
locking gear.
Warnings down here. Everything looks like it should be for the stage flight. And let the nose go to the right.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Sorry. And release the parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Our pump on, starting number 2. Into rotation. This is a fade X, so it doesn't matter when I put the fuel switch in. I'll put the fuel in when it needs to be done. Push back now with him walking us out. starboard crowd out, starboard number 1. Into rotation. And that will start the rest of it. Now we're almost pushed back. 8.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
We'll just say that we have it now, because that way we can get going faster. Version 1's still coming to life. I can tell you right now, this is going to be a busy flight. Not be barely any montage if there is at all, because it's a busy flight. It's very short.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin
Off.
removed.
And then we can go ahead and back on. Isolation valve to auto. The master switch off. We can go off and extended and taxi. And then wing light
Left is clear. Right is clear.
and come on. Can't see the guy, but I think he's giving me a hand signal. Anyway. Yep, okay, there it is. Flaps can come down to 18. Or 13, sorry. Let's change this. I keep 1K. Now let's reconfirm our V speeds. Okay, so 134. That should be 154. Everything's set there. Arm the spoilers. Everything else looks good. So we'll go ahead and taxi out to runway 08 left. Incidentally, or sorry, 08 left. Yeah, 08 left. Which is coincidentally it's the runway we landed on. Anyway, go. But before we do that, came up here on the rest of our hydraulics. There we go. Now all the rest of the warnings are gone. Anyways, come to a stop here. Short. Brake, come on. What we shall do is we shall go. All our landing lights on. Everything's set. The strobe's automatic. Everything looks looking good for takeoff, so bring this puppy into the air after that guy finished landings. Finish landings? No. Finishes landing. Hucking is hard. So I'll go ahead and line up and wait. And now we're lined up and we're waiting. Let's set the parking brake here. Get a view of the outside. All ready for takeoff here. Japan, what is it? 767 or 777, one of the two. Come on, get off the runway. You got that Japan Airlines one there, got a ANA, and New Zealand. I think that's United back there. We've got the Hawaiian A230 there. From last night's flight. Come on. Off the runway. There you go. Maybe that's a 777. Not sure. continue off the runway, please. I want to take off. We're taking off towards the mountains. It's gonna be going to be fun. Alright, he's off. We're going. So, parking brakes released. We'll need just a little bit. And power coming in. Forgot to turn on our weather radar, but that's alright. D1 birthday. Positive rate, gear up. Now weather radar can come on. Come near aircraft perfectly. So flaps can give you track slats now. Start our turn to the right. Continuing our turn to the right now. Head back towards our route. And now our flaps come up. I'll go ahead and throw on Jim here now. On nav. Please. Thank you. Alright, he's gonna turn us all the way around. Gonna pass it through 6,500. Heading into the clouds here now. So far, so good. It was a beautiful takeoff from Honolulu. See Honolulu Airport down there. Now we're punching through the clouds. And I don't want to keep turning like that, so I'll go direct intercept, Gila. Confirm. Now, I'll have us flying like this, which is more efficient. And just for you, those of you who are wondering, this airplane is not equipped with auto brake, so only like a couple models ever were the 717, so it wasn't even bothered to be simulated in this. And besides, Hawaiian Airlines never had any with auto brake either. So, all right, there's 10,000 feet. So these boys can come off like such, and we like come off. Going way up to 14,000 here.
Stabilizer motion.
There's our trim. Moving. It's supposed to reach 14,000 right about there. Yeah, and as I was saying, this is going to be a very short flight. So we go out there. There's our end of our flight plan. So, and what are we at now? 40 miles. So. Passing through 12.5.
Altitude.
1,000 to go. And there's 13.5. Engines are spooling back. Alrighty, there's 14,000.
Stabilizer
So
motion.
come up here. See about something come off. And I'll give you guys a quick little montage of a wing view because there's our top of descenter right there. So, do the montage. Alright, and now we're back. So approaching our top of descent here, so our final approach altitude is going to be 2,000 feet. So we'll scroll on down to 2,000. Here's 2,000. We're about 20 miles out from our top descent. So the seatbelt sign can get whacked right back on. And we can go and do our takeoff approach. So our approach, everything looks good. We're going to take flaps 40. Everything else looks good there. So our VREF is 129, our approach speed is 134. Now I need to reference the weather at Hui. So 040 at 16, we're landing on the right runway. Altitude is 3018, so we'll set that now. Yeah, that's set. Once we get a little bit closer to our top descent there, we'll hit profile and start our way down. Like I said, very, very, very short flight today. That's how it goes with island hopping, so that's how it do be. I forgot to unarm those, but I'll just leave them armed because we're going straight back down. I have a few clouds around us here, but no significant weather. This looks like a little bit of a thundercloud, but not getting bounced around too badly. Or at all, really. Yeah, definitely gonna go with flaps 40 instead of 25. Hui doesn't have the longest runways. Granted, this airplane can stop on a dime, but excuse me. Sorry, had to sneeze there. Alrighty. Once we get closer here, I'll hit the profile button. And we'll our way down. If I increase the range, should be a fairly straight in approach. Yep, just yoink, yoink, yoink. Sounds great. And I will hit profile now.
Altitude.
Full profile is in effect, so it'll start the descent here when it needs to. Which happens to be right about now. Or maybe not. Alright, now we're descending, I think. We're gonna... Come on. Past the top of descent now, we should be descending. There we go. Now we're descending down. And you can hear the engine spooling back there. Got some speed brake here. Speed brake is very touchy. Don't know what's with it. Got some speed brake out. I'm gonna dump even more out here. Come on. Give me a little bit more air. Alright, now we're good. I'm just going to keep that much out. I'm going to burn a little bit more fuel to combat it for the next few seconds, but once we have to drop to above or below 250 knots here in a few seconds, it'll help. We're right on our descent path. Slowing down is going to be difficult because we're just zooming out of the sky right now. Right, our runway is hopefully this direction. No? I think it's that direction. Once we get to FF30, we're going to have to go out that way, around and in. Now we're slowing down towards 10,000, so come on, come on, come on, boom. Now we're all set up. So continuing descend. Slower now, because we're a little bit below the glide path. It's alright. In a little bit, or a lot of it, I guess. Very touchy. Yeah, that didn't help me any. I should have just kept it out. Right, keep that out. Now we're going to start descending a little bit more again. It's still on nav, so we'll just set this up to be directly parallel. Beautiful. Still descending. Supposed to be at 6,000 there. Napua. Then 2,300 there. See if we actually make that. And in front of us, or off to our right, which you can't see because there's a cloud in the way, there should be the island of Kauai. Go ahead and increase the range once again. Getting inching ever closer to our turn here. Soon enough I'll go slats extended. Once we get to Napua, I'll go slats extended. Can we see Lahui yet? Not quite. Should just be off to the right there. Okay, still descending to 7,500 now. That's all set. Once we start making our turn off that away, FF30, we'll pull the speed brakes back in and make sure they're armed for the landing. Yeah, because the runway runs like that, so we need to go out that way. Now we're making our turn to the right here. It goes slats extended. Means I can start pulling this back in. Little bit by little bit. No, I pulled it in too much. And now it's going to go all the way out and all the way back in. Very touchy. Really should get something to assign an axis to for that. Change this a few degrees more off that way. Still got no eyes on the island of Lahui. There we are. There's the island. Oh. Get a little freeze there. That was not very good. And the airport should be somewhere around there. Or no, it's going to be over here. Right after this hill here. It's basically right where this pillar is.
Speed brake.
Awesome.
Speed brake.
Yeah, I know. Get rid of you. Thank you. I've got first stage flaps out. Bring that down to 18 actually. Beautiful. Now our landing speed is going to be 128, so we approach speed of 133. As soon as we start turning to the left, I'm going to make it go to the right. Okay. And we're going heading. I'm going to go off that away. Airport's down there somewhere. Paying close attention to my nav display here. Once more drag.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Not that much flaps yet, please, for the love of God. We don't need to add drag, it's slowing itself down here. Okay. I'm going to continue out this way a little ways. And on in and in and in. Once we get to the final edge of the base leg, I'm going to take manual control and fly her in myself.
Stabilizer motion.
And turn a few degrees here to the right. Once we turn base, I'm going to drop the landing gear and next notch of flaps, which is going to be flaps probably 25.
Altitude.
A little bit to go, like 200. Alrighty. Still flying outwards. I'll give myself an ample amount of time. I want to make that turn there, but I need to get farther away from the airport first before I go make that turn. Give myself a nice, about 10-mile final. Just bring it in nice and slow. I'm gonna go ahead and start the turn now.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion.
Alright, speed brake is in and armed, so that's good. Beautiful. So our runway is right there. So we are way too close. Damn it. I thought I was farther away than I was. Right there. Oop. We're landing on this runway here, the farther out runway. So we should be able to pull it off. Anyway, dropping the gear, next notch flaps.
Landing gear.
Oh, shut up.
Landing gear.
Alright, landing gear down 3 green. Flaps are 25. A little bit low. That's alright. Wait, are we landing the farther away runway? We aren't. We are landing this runway here.
Autopilot.
Click manual control, flaps 40. Oh no, I'm actually doing alright here. No, don't stall me now, aircraft. Please, for the love of God. Speed the hell up. Alright, flaps down at 40. Confirmed. All the pappies here got low real quick. Final here.
A 1,000.
A little bit to the right here. Please don't tell me there's an aircraft flying up on the runway.
$500.
Love how the textures are sort of glitched here, but that's lovely.
400.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. Get back on it. Back on it. Back on it. Back on it.
300.
Oh, and
Sync rate.
overlapping textures. I love it.
Sync rate.
40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Hold on. Bring her down. Bring her down. Bring her down. There we are. Reverse is out. My airport textures are overlapping, which is lovely. Used up the entire runway.
Flaps.
Oh, and I landed the wrong runway too. I was supposed to land the other direction. Lovely. Ay, ay, ay. Dreadful day. Love how the scenery's overlapping still, so it's gonna be something on my list of things to fix. Anyway, we'll pull off the runway here and come to a halt. I'm gonna go ahead and set the parking brakes. Flaps come up. Flaps are coming up. Speed brake is up and disarmed. Come off. That on. I should just turn that off. Cool. APU and be started. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. APU starting. Well, let's taxi into the gate here. So I'll need to turn my weather radar off. Oh, come on. Taxiing blind, gotta love it. I'll pull off to the left here and head into the terminal at La Hui. I'll actually hold short of the terminal, turn off our lights, and assign ourselves a gate through GSX. Okay, so light come off. Show off 12. We'll choose gate 5. Why not? Alright. Let's see if we can spot our gate here. Gate 5 is this one. And my scenery is all types of screwed up. There's scenery overlapping, which is lovely. Anyway, let's taxi into gate 5. There's 6. Here is 5. Hey, it said that was gate 5. This is gate 3, what the heck? Everything's all sorts of whack right now. I guess I'll pull myself around. What the hell? This scenery's all sorts of screwed up now. Alright, I'm gonna stop here. Let's see which gate is my gate. Alright, my gate is this gate here. That says 6, not 5. Whatever. Everything's all sorts of screwy. So we'll head in here. Cause that's, this is weird. Real weird. Wait, that's gate. Oh, what the? Alright, I'm gonna have to flip her around again. Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go around and shove it in here. That's how you're supposed to do it. But it's not the way it's working because GSX is broken and this airport scenery is broken. So we're gonna have to flip it around again. But you gotta love it. Alright, let's try this one last time. It's like, this isn't how this is supposed to work. The funny part is, last time I used this scenery, it was working just fine. Anyway. Once it's on this line of the default airport. Inch forward, aircraft, come on. We're way too far forward for this, but whatever. Okay, so once we stop here, parking brake is set. APU is running at APU air. Stop the engines. The engines are shutting down. Seatbelt sign can come off. Plus 12 here. West boarding. And it'll do its thing. And I'll hit Control J. Get jetway out if it will. Probably not. The scenery's broke. And beacon light can now come off. Oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Beacon light can come off now. If we head to the outside here, as you can see, we are way too far forward. Because the scenery is broke. I'll have to fix that. Alright, we'll open up all the doors. Alright. So, I'll see y'all in the next one when we make our return trip back to Honolulu with a working airport. See ya. Actually, I'm going to try to get a replay here, so let me get that for you, if I can. And the answer to that is I cannot, so see you in the next one.